Guys, Maritime Spook here, and just out here on the coast, out for a little bit of bramble. You know, nowhere's deep in the bush here or whatever, but just a very nice spot to come, beautiful spot to have a coffee, and that's what I'm doing. So I had mentioned before, guys, doing a loadout video of the 3V Gear Paratus, but first I wanted to take time and show you what was inside the Expedition Pack, which is the butt pack, if you want to call it that. I put things in it, I think, that if I had gotten a little bit of trouble, that it would still have a few, you know, good tools in it. And the thing being, I kept most of the tools that are in the pack in this, because when it's attached to the pack, then I can just take them out of there. But if I got separated from it, I've got most of the tools that I'm going to need and a couple other things to you know, in the pack, that I could just grab this and go. And as well, I'll show you another little option that's on the pack that I put on next pack. So just over here, I just moved a little bit over to where I am on the rocks, because of the sun was beating right on everything. So, but I'll show you what's inside the pack here, and I've got it on the shoulder carry. You know, what I like about that, I can swing it around the front. I've always liked this type of setup. I could even carry it on the front like this and go, you know, as a chest rig type of deal. Although it's slung over my shoulder, but I mean, I can just slide it out of the way. It's got some very strong attach and detach points on it, and like I said, I've got near a 60-inch chest, guys, and this thing fits across crossways. You know, it could have been a little bit longer on me, kind of thing, but it fits fine, and I've been carrying it this way for a few days now, off and on, just to get the feel for it, and it fits fine. And it has the attachments to make it a butt pack, but as far as I'm concerned, I like it this way, but it's cool that it has the option you can put it as a butt pack, and we'll probably try that too as well sometime. But what I want to show to you guys, when you want to put the strap away, so I can show you this part first. This has a compression strap idea right here, okay? You saw that I just unbuckled that. And what's cool about having a compression strap is if you want to take your jacket off, or your scarf, or anything there, I can tie stuff down with this compression strap, okay? So we'll give you a little walk around it. You got MOLLE attachment on each side, so you can put a canteen, put stuff on there. You got MOLLE attachment on the front. Very ruggedly stitched too as well. None of them, like I said, I've been sticking stuff in back and forth all through this thing, guys. None of them have come loose or, you know, wanted to fray or anything like that. Like I said, compression straps on the front, you can undo them and then get into like the main compartments, I guess. This is the front pouch, and I'll show you what's in this. And I don't want to take everything out and just dump it out and show you, because I'll show you while it's on the pack so I can put it back in. But that's where I've been keeping my headlamp. Now this container here is important because it goes along with the headlamp, and you got to think really outside the box a little bit, guys. If you're out for, say, 72 hours or extended stay or anything you had to do, you're going to need batteries. Headlamp battery in my Phoenix LD or HL 25 there, or 23, it actually battery lasts a couple days, 2-3 days of, like, you know, power use. So I've got 8 batteries in this, okay? Somewhere secured to keep them. They're not bouncing around, they don't make any noise, rattling or anything like that, they're not touching each other. You gotta think of all that kind of stuff too with storing batteries. So they all fit inside here, and that gives me quite a bit of time. We'll say even 2 days, 2 days a piece. That's, you know, 16 days worth of battery right there for the headlamp. And if you've done any outside stuff at all, or even if you just, you know, lived here in Atlantic Canada, a headlamp is a very, you know, important thing, I mean, to have, we'll put it that way. So that's in the front pouch. I have, like I said, the Phoenix HL23 headlamp and 8 batteries in this pack, and I can put other things in this, and I may end up putting my for my Lumentop TD16, my tactical flashlight, I've got 2 18650 batteries, and they'll fit in here as well too, so I'll probably end up sticking them in there at some point. So that's in that part. Also, it opens right up to be a large pocket. I've got some of my famous glow sticks here. I've got about 50 or 60 feet of bank line here in this front part. It also has these little slits in here, and that's kind of where the glow sticks went. But I've been using this pack pretty much daily, so I mean, I've taken things in and out, and stuff's gone in quick and out quick kind of thing. So that's where they would go, somewhere like that, and they fit in there fine. hand warmers. I got 2, and I'll tell you why these are good, guys. Not just for your pockets. You can take this and stick this in your sleeping bag. And with the Paratus pack, I have my sleeping bag in there. You can take one up to your top part and one to the bottom, and these are actually toe warmers anyway. So there's something that you can put one on the bottom of your sleeping bag, and they do make a big difference. Now, why I put it in this pack, you know, if you get separated or something, you're probably going to be cold or there's going to have some stuff going on. So it's just nice to have something comforting that way. Not only for yourself, you got to think of your family. What if your kid or your girlfriend or your grandmother or whoever's with you, you know, if they need something too, this is just a comforting thing too as well. Right in the Rain notebook. Chris Kane, one of my favorite survival instructors, he basically said at one point that, and he's right about this, is when you're dehydrated and hungry and lost and all these other things, you tend to forget a lot of stuff. So writing down little things like where your area is or where a resource is, like where the water is, and even draw yourself little maps and stuff like that. So this is a great book to have. These Right in the Rain books, like I said, they do work in the rain, and that's a test coming up very soon, is to just try these out in like a storm, and we'll see if we can write like a paragraph in a storm with it or something like that. Very good book. They got a ruler on the back as well, so you can measure out little things. Yeah, it's just a good little piece of kit. It doesn't weigh anything and can do a lot for you. Solar blanket. Self-explanatory there, kind of, guys. This one's still in the package, so it's all raveled up good. And I mean, to keep you warm, you know, you can make an impromptu little shelter out of this, and you know, just keep up your core temperature basically. So that was a no-brainer to put in like a, you know, sort of ditch kit, if you want to call it that, because you know, a lot of it's going to be maybe stuff that's on the go, and you're going to have to stay warm or, you know, get yourself out of the elements a bit. These are by no means a tarp that you could use, but a lot of the clothing I wear is waterproof, so with this, with the waterproof clothing, it should be okay. Got a bunch of snare wire. Now this isn't just for snaring rabbits or birds or stuff like that, which definitely it's for, but also repairs on things, repairs on, you know, your pack, repairs on, you know, right down to your shoes, vehicle, you know, if you're on an all-terrain vehicle, four-wheeler or boat or anything like that, and hard to say what happens when stuff happens, when, you know, the crap hits the fan. So that's just got multi-use. I mean, besides being for traps, you can just use it for a lot of stuff. So I always keep some brass snare wire in any one of my packs like this. So that takes care of that back pocket that slides down in the back like this. And then there's those pockets, like I said, in the front there. And so that takes care of this front pouch. Okay, so I'm going to pack this back up and then I'll get back with you. Okay, so that was our front admin pouch right there. Now it has these 2 side pouches on the side here. Okay, so we'll start with the first one on this side. Got a little tea light in there. These are perfect for heat. In conjunction with the Mylar blanket, you can actually warm yourself pretty much, you know, half of the night or 3/4 of a night. If you got benighted outside, you can use this candle. I have other candles as well that I usually keep on another pack or in my big pack. And you know, that'd be just something to go with the Mylar blanket, also for light, fire starting, etc. Good pair of binoculars. These are the Bushmasters. Not the most expensive pair in the world, but they work fine, and they're something that's easily accessible in just this little side pouch. You can get this out, see what's going on, and I think they're a very, very important thing that a lot of people overlook, that I see in a lot of bushcraft and survival packs. Some people have some of that stuff, but I would even go as far as I want to pick up a night vision monocle or something like that. But for now, good pair of binoculars. This right here has a decent amount of uses. This is like a little pouch that goes inside of this as well, and that just gives you somewhat of a size. I mean, there's still room in that pouch, and I had a pair of binoculars and this large, you know, or decent size little, you know, pouch. So that opens up there. You've got compass, and it's a map compass. That's important to have. Some compasses are cool, and they, you know, they look cooler, do a lot of stuff, but a map compass, and most likely if you're looking at a map, you're going to need a map compass. Inside this thing here, this has got a bunch of stuff that's useful. For one, we've got a heliograph. And what a heliograph is a fancy word for a signal mirror, okay? You can signal stuff for one, but you can also see if you had a cut or something like that on your face. Or, you know, just like I said, there's a million uses for this. You can reflect stuff for miles and miles away with this thing, guys, for planes and for boats, and even just people walking along. So that's a really good multi-use item there that goes in this little leather pouch. And I also have inside there little Bear Grylls instructional book on how to make some shelters and snares and just stuff like that. A lot of people might laugh at stuff like this, but if you're in you know, a crappy situation, this is going to give you some ideas, and it's going to keep your mind thinking. And it's good to have visuals. I'm a visual person. I like to see stuff as opposed to try to memorize it all. So this is a handy thing for me, and that just slides right in this leather thing anyway. So we got the Star Flash. This is an ESSI card. You get these with your ESSI products. It has short-term survival tips on it. It's got ground to air signaling, which is very, very important, because that's also something that way right off the bat you're going to be able to signal to people without having to worry about you know, what's going on or what you're using. So just a great little piece of kit right there. In the bottom of this, I have a G10. Get it out. I have a G10 3D machined arrowhead, and I can put this on a stick to make a little bit of a fish spear. I could actually put this on, you know, an arrow to make as the arrowhead. Now this isn't going to last for 50 years, but it might get the job done, you know, just enough to get you a couple meals, right? And it's actually quite thick and quite tough and very sharp, so that actually may come in a lot of handy, a lot of uses for it. I believe, nope, actually that's right, I did put this in here. I have a magnifying glass in there. You know, we got fire, we've got being able to see things on the map as well. That was just a great no-brainer kind of item to put in, slide into that little sleeve, right? So that is on this side pouch, right? So we'll get on to the next side pouch. And this is just a mixture of different stuff, guys. So we got a little bit of Gorilla Tape in there, a decent amount to do some first aid and to repair things. Piece of fat wood. Schrade sharpener. They can sharpen fishing hooks and sharpen a lot of stuff with. This is an important item. This is a flashlight, but it's one of the crank up. It's a crank up flashlight, guys. So what that does for you, it turns on and it'll give you light, but also you crank it up, then you don't have to use batteries. And I've had this thing for like a few years, and you know, although they're not the most robust light on earth, this works very well. I've never had a problem with it really breaking or anything, and I don't have to worry about batteries with this light. And you can use it over top. You don't have to keep pushing the thing. It can charge itself up, and then you've got light. That's in this that pocket. I've got this waterproof little thing. This can be used. This is an important item because it can be used with my water purification tablets. And this has a sewing kit. I'm not going to pull all this out, guys, but this has a sewing kit and a fishing kit and a fire kit right in there. And this is all waterproof back. UCO stormproof matches with tinder, and that's just another way to get fire. A lot of these pop pouches have fire in them. So where I'm running into less time on this video, guys, I'm just going to show you what's in here because you already know anyway, because you've already seen it. We got a bunch of MRE type food, right? We've got a Ranger bar, we've got breadsticks, we've got maple muffin tops. So there's 3 food items there. That's like 3 days worth of food if you wanted to ration it out. Baco, yeah. Haltifers OK4 knife with ferro rod. I just did a video on all this stuff. My pouch with the wet fire tinder cubes and another ferrocerium rod. And here's the Baco at the bottom. Now I'm starting to run out of time, guys. I hate to cut the video short like this, but that is pretty much everything that's in it. And that is everything that was in it. I just want to share that with you. Lots of stuff to get you going. So anyway, guys, stay safe. And Spook signing out. This thing is awesome. And stay tuned for more videos, guys. And you know, that's all stuff that can get you in a survival situation and help you out. So thank you to 3V Gear, and you know, stay tuned for some more vids.